The trend of actors returning to a property after decades has always been a mixed bag. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. But when Eddie Murphy is involved in anything, you shouldn't doubt it. Eddie Murphy returns to Beverly Hills as a street smart Detroit cop in Axel that just dropped on Netflix. And look, anytime these sequels happen, they have a very specific and a very difficult job to do because they have to make us feel like this is the same character that we're familiar with, but show the passage of time and how this character has changed in this big gap. Or the more common attempt is to try and justify how this character hasn't changed in the last 30 years. And look, Bad Boys does it well, Top Gun did it well, Star Wars did it. Let there be no mistake that this is definitely Axel Foley. This is the same character that we watched through the last 3 movies going all these adventures. We got all the things that I liked about the previous movies, where him being loud and confident convinces people that he's where he's supposed to be. And even while he's acting like a crazy person, it's always very evident how resourceful and perceptive he is. He's still a very intelligent human being while he's acting like a clown. So all that felt very true to the franchise and also very nostalgic. And I don't know if it's because I'm from Michigan or I just like coming back to this franchise, but from the moment it started, I had a really big cheesy grin on my face. It just felt fun to be back here. And that's what this franchise is. It's an incredible amount of fun. It never takes itself too seriously, and they're not afraid to stretch the believability of the ridiculousness for entertainment value. Because they're going to make it entertaining, they're going to make it fun, and that's always seems to be the forefront of their priority. Even if what they're doing is unbelievable, it's fine because it's funny. And then you got the supporting cast. We get familiar faces like Judge Reinhold. John Ashton comes back after being absent in the 3rd film. And look, even Surge makes a return. And then we also get new additions like Kevin Bacon, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Taylor Page, who plays Axel's daughter. And I was wondering if Teresa Randall would return because she played Axel's love interest in the 3rd film, and I think that's the only love interest we've seen Axel have in the franchise. So I was curious if she would make a return, but she doesn't. And coincidentally, that's the 2nd movie in a 2nd franchise that we've gotten this year that she's been a part of, but she didn't return for. But from all reports that she really retired from acting, and Bad Boys for Life was really just kind of a one-off. So, that's life. The story for this installment is pretty standard for the franchise. I mean, there's some shady stuff going on in Beverly Hills, and Axel and his buddies are the only ones, willing or capable of solving the crime. So them solving the crime was pretty fun. Axel being the smartest one in the room and also being the most annoying. That worked well. Him and his relationship with his daughter was a great new addition and a new dynamic for the franchise. And to me, it worked really well. They had their own little buddy cop thing going, and the tension with how they bounced off each other, I thought was really well. I thought the chemistry between Eddie and Taylor Page was believable. It was great. It was natural. Which is actually a funny coincidence. Eddie Murphy's actual daughter is in the film as a police officer who arrests Axel. So all the daughters are in this movie. Even with having a good time for most of it, I did feel like the movie felt a little long. Like, it wasn't obscenely long as far as the runtime goes, but there were some parts that felt like it was dragging a little bit. But honestly, it's just really small nitpicks. The movie is fun. I think it's a great addition to the franchise. I would put this and play this right along with the rest of the movies. I would watch the first 2, and I would actually then watch this one before I watch the 3rd movie. Beverly Hills Cop 4 falls in the same ranking system as Bad Boys 4. Not as good as the first 2, but better than the 3rd one. So 1, let me know how you like this movie, and let me know if you've seen this movie, have you seen the other 3? Because I'd be curious how somebody views this movie who hasn't seen the other Beverly Hills Cops movies, and how people who have seen it. I wonder if there's a difference in how people enjoy this movie if they've seen the franchise or not. And then also let me know, if you liked it, do you want to see them make another one? Because they left the door open where who knows, they could make another one. So let me know. We can get into it. We can talk about it, and I'll catch you guys next time.